we know we got you. Just follow the plan to the word, and your success is certain. And that is what I followed, and that is how I could ensure success in just a matter of 3 months.
Welcome back to another success video and welcome to our YouTube channel. I'm here today with Mahantesh, a successful IAM architect who got a job in Germany, originally from Bangalore. Mahantesh, good to have you and welcome to our recording. How are you doing today?
Thanks, Ron. Thanks for having me, and good to see you too. I'm doing fine. This is being Friday. It's being the month of winter. I'm enjoying the life here in Germany.
Good to hear that. We will talk about Germany and your experience in Germany, of course, as well. But in this first part, we would like to jump back. You got a job with us already in 2023, so a couple months back, and now you are in Germany. But when we look back, what was your motivation actually to move to Germany, and why have you decided to go with us?
Absolutely. So let me talk about the motivation why I wanted to move to Germany and why I sought the expertise and help of FAJIG. So I would say in terms of motivation, uh, you know, I wanted to I wanted my daughter to grow in a place where there is higher standards of living. That is definitely was on top of my mind. Germany is a country where I have some experience in my previous companies working with customers, companies here in Germany. So I kind of knew the ecosystem of IT companies here. So that made it easier for me to choose Germany as a place where I would like to grow my career, bring up my family, and essentially come here with a long-term orientation. So I would say, from a personal perspective, it is a higher standard of living. And from the job perspective, I know the system here. I have worked with a lot of German companies in my previous roles at different companies, and therefore I decided to, relocate here. Um, Before joining FAJIG, before seeking the help of FAJIG, of course, I tried to do it on my own. I did not know FAJIG existed back then. I prepared my resume and essentially started applying for different open positions in Germany. But a few months passed, nothing happened. I did not get any calls, and that is when I accidentally on LinkedIn one fine day I chanced upon FAJIG. Along with other few job consulting companies, and FAJIG really captivated my attention. Then I did my due diligence on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Google, and the kind of feedback the coaches had left really impressed me. And therefore, I decided to have this first round of talks with FAJIG, and then I have not been disappointed. Absolutely, this has
Okay.
been a great relationship. I really think I made the right decision to go with FAJIG. If I had not done it, then I believe I would have taken longer time, and then I would have also compromised on my roles and responsibilities or in terms of my job prospects. So let me elaborate, okay? So moving to Germany is important, of course, but what is also important is the kind of work that you get into. Does it match with your expectations?
Correct.
Because if it doesn't, then essentially you are not going to sustain in the long term.
Right.
And if I had done this on my own, I would have probably compromised on my role. And that is where I think FOSIC played a very, very important role. That not only moving here is important, but also sustaining in what you do is also very, very important.
Okay, yes, and that you name it. It's really, really important that you on one side match yourself doing the hiring process, but also that we decide together and discuss together if this is really the position that makes sense to go with in the long term also, huh? Because everyone who's getting a job, we recommend you to stay there at least a year or 2 years to build your career, huh? To build your network in Germany. Okay, then let us quickly jump into the time here. You joined the program.
Mhm,
You were part of FAJIG. Um, to share some insights, what was most impressive, maybe, or most giving you the biggest impact on your hiring or making and able to succeed during the hiring process? I mean, we
mhm.
got just checked it up. You joined in beginning of September, and 3 months later, exactly 3 months later, you had the contract on your table. What was the key, or what are the key insights
Mhm.
you would like to share, and what was the key for success?
So if I were to give a suggestion or a piece of advice to the new coaches is this in one line, it would be this. If the coaches followed the FAJIG coaching plan to the very word, then I would say success is pretty much certain. It is only a matter of time, but success is certain. And that is what I have personally experienced. And that is what Jorg, one of the co-founders of FAJIG, consistently says in the coaching plan. We know, we got you, just follow the plan to the word and your success is certain. And that is what I followed, and that is how I could ensure success in just a matter of 3 months. So that is
Okay,
my advice
cool.
in
Yeah.
short to the new coaches.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's, I think, very, I mean, you talk about your experience, and this is so true. That's why we are pointing it out every time we work with our coaches. Last point for today in this part of the interview. MJ, what would you say? You went through a couple of interviews, also to the final rounds. Even at the end, we had to decide which offer you're going to take. Um, what is most relevant for security architect? I am a manager or architect like your profile. What is needed to make it in Germany to be successful when it comes from a technical point of view?
Absolutely. Yep. So I am working as a IM architect at an aerospace company, and based on my own experience, I think some of the key skills that the employers look for. One is, of course, your communication skills, and being an architect. What I have realized is most of the on the ground work or technical work is kind of you know outsourced, but in terms of being an architect, they expect you to very high level perspective of the landscape, and essentially create a strategy and drive its execution to a logical conclusion. So communication, strategy, and also how well you collaborate with other team members across the board. Employers here, in my experience, give a lot of importance to teamwork and collaboration being a very key skill. That is something I have experienced. Um, and of course, technical skill, of course, that comes as no surprise. You will have to have very good technical skills, in what you do. Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you, MJ. We will talk more about your experience in Germany and also some insights about families who want to relocate to Germany.
Mhm.
Thank you, first of all, to take the time today, and very insightful and interesting. And thank you for giving us that information. I look very much forward to our second part of this interview. And if you are interested to move to Germany, work in Germany, then feel free to schedule a get to know call with us. We will assess your profile and see if we can support you. Wish you all
And
the best. Take care. Bye.
take care. And my best wishes to the new coaches.